Hey guys, Stangertan here with a new episode of Planet Coaster. Right, so I've done a lot of the cosmetics for this area, the pirate area, and I was going to do it. Ooh, that's a bit close. I was going to do it as a time lapse, and then the recording for the whole 4-hour footage was corrupted. So yeah, unfortunately, I've not got any log of that. Yeah, it's a shame. I'm really impressed with this area. If I don't say so myself. So let's have a quick look. So what we've done, so all of this we've had before. Right, so we've got these new track supports in. I think they look quite cool in an odd way. We've got not lots of lighting on there. I'll come to that in a bit. I think one or two, maybe something just needs to be done at the top, but I'm not sure what I want to do. But I think the supports themselves look quite neat now. I do need to get rid of these at some point, these three. And the rest I decided to, and them too. Decided to leave some steel ones in place. Because I thought, when I started to do it, and you would have seen it if it worked, putting a lot of these wooden ones in just looked a bit off. So I thought, yeah, just have a few custom ones, followed by a few of the generic ones, and I think it looks quite well. Then I played around with the colour of the coaster, and I have to be honest, I kind of like the orange. I think it works quite well. I did play around with some of the others. So we've got the queue area all done. And again, I'm really chuffed with this. Really minimalistic, just lots of trees and lots of rocks. We'll have to cover this bit here up, and we'll do this bit. And I didn't bother doing the back here because you can't really see it until you come around here. And well, yeah, you probably noticed the huge mountain that's appeared as well. Yeah, completely forgot about that. I was going to build like a huge tower castle thing, and it just looked awful. So in the end, I put this mountain in, and I think it looks really, really good. So we did that. Oh, a bit quick there. What else did I do? I don't think I did anything else. I think the rest of what I did is all here in the nighttime view. So not much happened at this end of the park. Oh, I moved one of the shops out from here. Oh, where did I bunged it back here? Yeah, it went back here. Because there was lots of queues here, and it started to look a bit awful. So we moved that around. Yes, added lights to the log flume. I think it just makes it look that little bit nicer. You can't really see it from the bottom. Oh, there's a spotlight there which got added in, but I think it just adds that nice little glow to it. So yeah, that went in. I was trying to light the Kraken that pops up, but I just couldn't get it to work, so I gave up with that one. So the bridge got some archways and some lanterns. Oh, I can't remember if those lanterns were in last time. So that went in, and then the whole of this area got a complete makeover in terms of lighting. As you can see, I think it looks stunning now. So the lanterns are just lighting this part. With the priority queue just hiding here, you can just see it there. Oh, that's sorting. I didn't bother colouring any of this bit in, not yet anyway, I wasn't 100% sure. The castle got a huge lighting redone, and I think it looks fantastic now for the area. And we've got a viewing area, so where is it? If you come under here we go. Flash for the camera, but you can guests can come down here now and actually watch the roller coaster as it shoots by. Yeah, so that's a new little thing, and they do go in there, so that thing they do clip through there as well. And to be honest, I just couldn't be bothered changing it. So that got done. I think we just need a few more lights on there, and I put a different colour scheme on this mountain, and you'll see why when the next train goes up in a minute. Well, actually, you'll see it when that one that's just shut off, where's it gone? Makes its way back. And the timings are almost perfect for the trains. I think this one gets to the top just as the other one crosses this bit here. Let's just keep an eye out for it. So that one's going round. Nice little skull there that lights up. There it goes there. So this one, we'll just see that. Yeah, so we've got these little lanterns here that light up and highlight the track as it comes down, and I think that looks quite cool. especially when you're back in, you just see those 3 lanterns light up as the train goes over, and then the skull flashes, it shoots through. But the unexpected victory of this was on the backside of the mountain with that loot. As we come round, see if you can see it. Ta-da! Complete fluke. That I think that we're gonna have to do something with this. Because I think, yeah, absolute fluke how I managed to make it look like a screaming face. Was not the intention at all. And inside, you can just see, because I saw the face, I thought we've got to do something. We have skeletons. And that looks pretty cool. So, we'll have a quick ride of this one. And I think we're going to definitely do this at night. And there we go. Right, so we're going to now skip into the time lapse, and we're going to start work on the third area. Yeah, we've got fantasy / village. We might actually expand this out as more of a fantasy area. That's something I've never actually done this fantasy, so that would be interesting. Maybe bring that around this way. Now I'm sort of tempted, do we expand on the sci-fi area, or do we just leave it as the two rides, or do we try and squeeze a third ride in somewhere, or do we move on to this area, which I think just by that has to become the spooky horror zone. It has to be, just with that face there. Complete fluke. But yeah, so we're going to jump into the time lapse. I'm going to have a quick think first to see what I want to build. Alright guys, see you in a moment. Right, so I decided to work on the spooky area, I think. So first of all, I thought, right, well, let's sort of set the theme almost, right? Rather than throw a ride in and hope it works, I thought, let's just build something, you know, get my thoughts into sort of some sort of, I don't know what the word is, coherent thoughts. I'm not very good at the spooky area. I've tried in the past before. I suppose that was before the update. So, yeah, I was a bit apprehensive when it came to building this. Or not, I suppose that's the wrong set of words. Yeah, I wasn't as confident, shall we say, when it came to building this area. Just for that reason. So, I actually do quite a lot. I spent hours on the workshop just downloading different buildings and trying to work out what works and what doesn't work and what others are doing, trying to make like that spooky themed area, and it helped. It definitely helped. What it didn't do though is help me with any ideas, because everything I saw looked fantastic, but I couldn't work out how to do any of the things that they'd done. So yeah, that left me a little bit confused. But anyway, I gave it a go. So what have we got here? Oh yeah, so I thought, right, first things first, let's just build a generic mansion. That's always, there's always scary mansions in horror films and things. So, how hard can it be? Famous last words. So we're just getting the roof put onto this one, and again, I couldn't decide if I wanted flat roofs, pointy roofs. So you can actually see I've done one with a pointy roof, one of the bits that stick out, one with a flat roof, and then the main sort of part of the building, kind of did exactly the same. I just did like a flat roof on it to see how it was going, just to get an idea of what it looked like. And I think I do end up changing that roof. No, I don't end up changing the roof as such. I actually end up just breaking basically make it look like it's been destroyed. So I put these wooden beams in here because I don't want the walls to look perfectly straight. So I put them in to give it that sort of crooked look, almost as if the supports aren't quite up to scratch anymore. It's falling into decay. So not much, but I think it works well. I think is a good way of putting it. So I stick the supports in everywhere and then decide, you know what, let's just focus on the front of the building. We'll come back to the everything else. Let's just get sort of an idea. Now I did want to use those sort of broken parts, so I wasn't sure how to use them or where to use them, I suppose is appropriate. So I thought, well, you know what, it would look pretty cool if one of these walls had, just caved in. So I thought, let's throw it in there and see what we come up with. And then instantly realising I actually have to fill in the gap at the back, otherwise you see straight through. So stick a floor in. I do realise it's, proportionally it's completely off, it's not to scale in any way at all, so give that a go. Then I thought, hang on a minute, we could actually do the same on the other side, make it look like it's had a bit of a, it's starting to fall to ruin. So kind of use a slightly different piece, but get there in the end. And again, block that off. I did want to do something there, but put a set of staircases or something. But again, not 100% sure what I want to do with it. I did at one point think, I might leave this part of the roof open and put a roller coaster that dives through this part of the roof that you see going up now. And then I thought, well, is that going to be 2 roller coasters really close? Is it going to work? So it might be something we come back to, but at the moment, I don't think I will. So yeah, so then came to sort of decorating the walls. And again, this was a, well, how do you make it look spooky moment? And I just couldn't work it out. It took me ages, and to just try and work things out. You saw it jump there, and that was just me basically saying, you know what, I honestly don't know what to do now. I run out of ideas. So we come back to it and try again. I thought, you know what, put a tree in there. It'll look pretty cool if a tree had grown through it, and that's what caused the destruction. And then decided against that because I thought the tree I found at the time looked too big and too bulky. I think is the best way to put it. So I decided against that one, but thought, you know what, vines will look pretty cool everywhere. They've grown into it. So I'm still come back to the trees. Thinking, no, I do want to put something in, but just couldn't get something to work. So kept looking and then found, oh yeah, there's these cobweb assets which I completely forgot about. I thought, right, let's just decorate the inside of the house and see how that goes. Or, to give it some sort of presence more than just it's a room. We throw in bits and pieces here, there, and everywhere, just slowly adding to it. Crows are always creepy. So they go in, and then I thought here we could have like a wooden wall at first, and it kind of worked. I was thinking like I could do a boarded up effect, but then when I looked at it, we do change that, because I looked at it later and it didn't look right at all. It looked, I mean, you can see it there, it just looks off completely. So I do get rid of that, but not just yet. And again, I'm still with the tree trying to work it out what I'm going to do with it. Again, decided, right, don't like the windows, so they're changing. Then decided to play around with the boards again. Yeah, so just got rid of it in the end. Thought, no, I'm not happy. But I did want to have this like boarded up sort of look to the whole building. So I put these bits in, and I think that just gives it a little bit more, what's the word, style, I think? Or, no, not style, theming. So in the end decided, this bit has to have a triangle roof on it. And then thought, well, you know what, on the roof, let's make it look like it's been patched up. So use those planks that I've been using a lot of, and just put them across, make it look like it's patched, a bit of patchwork, holding the roof together type thing. And I think that comes across quite well. And a few cobwebs in there just to try and break it all up. And I think it starts, at this point is where I start thinking, you know what, now it's coming together. finally, after all of this hours of sort of looking at it, going, I don't know. I think it finally came together at this point. And then just getting the idea of the last few things, trying to decide what type of window I want. I don't think I changed them. I think I leave them with these ones. I did play around with a few others. Now, I came back with that princess, and we do come back with that one. She's not going to stay there, it's not going to be completely out of place. And the reason why I wanted to put it in is, if we go back to the park entrance, there is the statue, that particular one on those stones. And I've got, I don't think I put the pirate version of that one in. I did want to put one in the pirate zone, so we might come back to that. But I think it would be cool to throughout the whole theme park just have that statue just themed for the area. So in this case we're going to give it a bit of a spooky makeover. Nothing major, but I kind of like it. I think it's quite subtle. I'm trying to find the parts now. Search for wings and come up with them. There we go. So we just stick these bat wings on and change the colour. Yep, we do change the colour. I think that looks quite cool in the end. And again, yeah, we just bought up a few extra boards. Then I got rid of the back because I thought, well, I don't plan on theming the back at all, because I was just running out of ideas at this stage. So I thought, you know what, we're going to put this up against something, make it actually look like a proper theme park building, you know, fascia only and nothing else. So I don't know why I actually bothered filling out the back, and you'll see why in a minute. Shortly, actually, not in a minute. To why I'm kind of thinking, why did I bother? But at the time, I thought, yeah, it'll look right. Then I put these gargoyle stands in. I'm not sure what they're called. And I thought, oh yeah, you obviously saw those legs go in. And again, I kind of went on the assumption that, well, if it's a theme park, they're not going to build an entire scorpion, they'll only build the bits that you can see. So I went along that line, those lines with it. And then I was thinking, you know, these corners, I just wasn't 100% with them. So I tried to do a few things with them. And it was just one of these things where you just keep adding and adding. So there we go, that's why I ended up burying it inside of the mountain. Get rid of the landscaping, tidy it up a little bit. I don't think I'll leave it all there. I think I'll leave a little bit to make it look like, you know, it's been taken over by nature type thing. And then we just do some final touches. Here we go. Yeah, just rocks and trees now, basically. The last bit. Get all of them in. And then again, same throughout the whole building, just put in lots of rocks, trees. Try and make it look right. Now, we throw in a path here. Now, pathing in this game is something I've always struggled with if it's not flat. That's why you don't see me really building many things on hills and things, or if I do, it's always very much the hill is part of the decoration rather than the path will go over it, so I'll take the path around it. But I thought, no, I've got to try something different today. Or this time around rather. Well, today, yeah, I suppose. And wanted like a path to go over the hills. So I wanted to really make it spooky. The whole idea of this area. I didn't want it like just a nice little path, just roaming. And because I couldn't get the train up under the path, which is what I would have ideally wanted, I thought, fill it up with rocks. It looks alright. What else do we do? Trees. Now this was fun, trying to find a tree that works in the spooky area, and I decided on those pine tree style ones. I'm not sure why. I don't think there's anything more. I just thought they were less green than everything else, and I didn't just want to use those dead wood trees. I wanted a bit of variety at least. So I'll throw a load of them in, and then we get fencing just along here, just sort of tidy up the whole area a little bit. So that goes in nicely. There we go. Now, what do we... Oh yeah, princess. Got the rats going, we've got the scarecrows going, got the big scorpion leg things going. And then I thought, what happens if there's something in the building? Just like a hint of something. So I decided to build some eyeballs. using the basic shapes. I thought, first of all, I decided to use just a generic round basic shape, but it didn't quite work. So in the end, I used the sort of the oval ones, and they work quite well, I think. And I thought maybe a red eye type thing, but in the end, just settled for generic white. I think that works quite well. Okay, so we are coming to the end of this video, and I think, you know, it's a good start, but it needs a bit of work. So we will come back to it and see what happens. Alright guys, thanks for watching. As always, take care. Ta-ra.